Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattooedteacherplans. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're planning out St. Patrick's Week. This is also my spring break. I actually am filming on Wednesday, so we're going to fill in Monday and Tuesday together and part of Wednesday and then plan out. This is, I'm sure you're feeling this, but this is weird because I don't know if I'm going back to school on Monday or what is happening. I just know that I'm now stuck in my house, and I'm kind of afraid to go out. I don't know. I'm coming to terms with it today because I just got back from Dallas from visiting my sister here, which I'll tell you all about. But yeah, this feels very strange to be planning out the unknown. But I do have this really cute kit from Scribble Prints Co. It's adorable. It's called Lucky. So here are the full boxes. I love her red hair, and this looks exactly like Jessica. I'm missing her plan with me's and her quirky humor lately. And then really just I'm watching like any planner videos just to escape whatever is happening in this world right now. We've got some boxes here, and then this is the functional page. And then we got some cute deco. I think I will do deco across the top. I'm pretty sure I will. And then we've got this beautiful weekend banner. Some more boxes here, and then the bottom washi, which is this cute little like gingham. And then I've got the glitter headers and more boxes. Now I do have some foiled goodies to add to this spread because like I need some sparkle in my life and some shine. So I've got these from Sadie Stickers. These were a $2 Tuesday. They look so cute. I think they're gonna look okay. I kind of like lifted it up and put it over the gingham. I think it'll look all right. We've got these overlays for my headers. I've got these boxes here, cute. And then I've got these boxes here, and then these here. So I've got lots of variety. Now I do have these as well, which came in like an oops bag, I think. Or maybe I bought these. I think I bought these actually. However, I don't think they go with this particular spread, but I do have, of course, my memory planner, so I can plan in that one with these as a possibility, but they are gorgeous, aren't they? Okay, so I'm going to put those off to the side. We've got all this to work with, and then I will also probably save some of these boxes for my memory planner spread, and then like this set of headers. I'm using that really pretty crafty banana kit that I used like the past 2 years. I just love it so much. All right, I think we're ready to get started. I need some planning time to kind of calm my nerves and just get my head back on straight. So I'm thinking like if I do have school off, I mean, I'll still be like doing lessons, I think. I mean, we're throwing around a lot of ideas. I'm not really sure what's happening, but I think I will have some extra time to do some videos. I have 2 ideas right now. I don't know if you guys are interested in this. I was thinking, because I watched a makeup tutorial that was this, and it was really fun. So one idea is a one-take plan with me. So like no edits, and you uncensored and just leave in all of everything. Okay, so that's one idea. And then another idea is doing a sticker kit in my mäksēlife planner. I got that request. So if you guys want to see that, maybe we can do that. And then my other idea is doing like a plan as I go week. So if I have a full week at home, what else am I going to do? I can film every day a plan with me, which normally I wouldn't have time for, but now maybe I do. So let me know if you like those ideas, and if you have any others that you would like to see me do, you can definitely leave those down in the comments below, and just let me know how you're doing. How you doing? Are you okay? Are you not okay? It's totally fine either way. Maybe you're both. That's where I'm at right now. So I think we're ready to get started on this plan with me, so let's jump right in. So we're going to start with the bottom washi, of course, and I'm whiting out all of the lines this time because there is a white background to this bottom washi. So I just went ahead and whited out all of them so that they didn't show through. Sometimes it bugs me, sometimes it doesn't. Just depends on how I'm feeling. And then I put on this overlay, but I kind of put it on wrong. I didn't line it up correctly, so I just used some undo to lift it really quickly, and then I just wipe off the sticky stuff with a paper towel, and then I'll come back and try again in a moment. So we're just putting on the other side here. and then we will come and try again. So I have found that if you line it up kind of at the top versus the side, when it's these long strips like this, that works a little bit better. I do love how that looks. I think it looks really cute. I'm just running my ruler across very gently so I don't lift the foil, but just to kind of get rid of the opacity of the plastic. It just looks a little nicer when you run a ruler over it so that it looks nice and clear. Okay, so I'm just whiting out the little hexagons and the line to get them out of the way as usual. And then we're going to move over to the deco and the headers. So I'm not using date covers this week. I decided just to use some headers and deco. So I am using alternating colors here. Most of the time I always use like the same color. Most of the time, always. That makes no sense. But most of the time I use the same color. But this week I was just feeling like mixing it up a little bit, so I alternated the 4 colors. I'm just pulling some more foiled stuff from my bigger binder, and I'm just grabbing a St. Patrick's Day sticker along with some boxes, some plain boxes, because I wanted to stretch my foil out over 2 kits. And so I wanted to kind of bring something else in to kind of even it out. All right, so now we're going to put down the deco. So I'm starting with the larger pieces. Now you'll notice I forgot to put my overlays down for my headers. I will add those in later. But for now, I'm putting in my 2 kind of girl stickers over the headers, which I totally don't mind, but it did prove kind of cumbersome when I forgot to do stuff. So you'll see me lifting up their legs often. Okay, so I'm putting in the smaller pieces there along with the little garlands, and then I did cut one of them in half just so that it fit a little bit better in different places. And then I'll finish with the cookies here, you can see, and I will go ahead and cut off the stuff that's overlapping the page in just a moment. Oh, I finished with the shamrocks. I forgot that. I like when there's variety in size with the deco because you can really make it look really cool. All right, so moving on to the sidebar. So I'm starting with a full box here. So I went with the outfit one, which was really cute. I ended up not actually wearing any green on St. Patrick's Day because I was traveling. I didn't even think about it. It was a weird week overall. I did have green on my toenails from a recent pedicure, but that's all I got. So I put down a full box at the bottom as well. Usually I have a checklist down there. Here's where I remembered to put down my headers. But I nixed the cleaning list because I didn't really need it. I was gone for a couple of days. And then when I came back on Thursday, I had an appointment with my cleaning service to do a deep clean because I didn't want to do spring cleaning this year, which in hindsight, maybe I should have done something different because now I have plenty of time to do it. But at the time, I just didn't really want to. It all worked out though. And so that, long story short, actually long story long, I didn't put down a checklist this week, but I'll put down one next week. So I just put down a quick little checklist at the top, and then I put in the 2 habit trackers. The lighter green one I should have just left out because I didn't even use it. I didn't use my wellness log this week. This whole quarantine thing is throwing me for a big loop, and I am trying to adjust to being at home so much more often. It's really weird, and I'm not used to it yet. So eating and a schedule just completely didn't happen this week, but maybe next week I can get into a routine. I already actually created a routine. I just need to actually stick with it. So I went ahead and put down my overlays for those 2 full boxes. You can see here I am fixing this one because I kind of messed it up a little bit, but I got it all ironed out there. And I used the extra header overlays over in the sidebar. I had 1 piece of deco left, so I put that on this little 3rd box to mark that this was actually spring break, although it didn't feel like it. And I feel like now we're going to have like weeks long of spring break, maybe even all the way to the end of school. Who the hell knows anymore? We're just living this day by day and seeing what happens, because it's I don't even have the words. So let's move on to the full boxes. So I'm going to put down a couple of the full boxes here. So I definitely wanted to use the 2 girl boxes, and I wanted them kind of away from each other, so I put those down first. And then I will put down the rest in just a moment. But I moved the check box, the buffalo check box, to my full box sheet so that I wouldn't forget to use it. All right, so Monday, I was in Dallas visiting my sister for the weekend, and we have planned this trip for over a month, more than a month. So we stuck to some of our plans, and some of them we didn't, obviously, because a lot of things got canceled, which is fine. It is what it is at this point. But we decided to keep our Airbnb reservation in Waco, mainly because we knew that the place was like out of town and it's going to be very relaxing, and we knew that we would spend time there. It wouldn't just be like a place to sleep, you know? So we drove down to Waco in the morning on Monday. We took the back roads. It was beautiful. And it was just kind of nice to have a leisurely drive, just chatting, listening to podcasts and music, and just kind of checking in with each other. And so I put down the Once More with Love car, and then I just separated that off with a header that I had left from the header sheet. And then below that, I put in this full box with the little hand, which I thought was really cute, and it kind of reminded me of my nephew. And then below that, I put in a half box for, we went down to like downtown Waco. We drove around a lot, actually. We stopped in a couple places. We felt very safe the whole time. There was one moment where we kind of were sitting by ourselves at Magnolia, where we were like, this is going to shut down soon, because there's just a lot of people. Like, we were all kind of spaced out. So it felt, like I said, we felt safe the whole time, but it did feel a little strange. And we actually got an email that evening that said they were closed on Tuesday. They started their kind of closing off. So I feel like we were lucky to get in on Monday. We only stayed for like maybe an hour or two. We got lunch, and I ran into a former student, which was weird. He was working the food truck, and we got some pizza. We sat down, we ate, we got some lemonade. We walked briefly through the actual shop, but we definitely did not stand in line with everyone for cupcakes or anything like that. We kind of stayed away from everybody. And then we did some kind of shopping downtown a little bit. We didn't buy anything. It was just kind of like wasting time until we went to our Airbnb. We did end up having dinner. We went out to this like Mennonite community and kind of toured this little cheese shop and this little country store, and it was kind of fun. We were just walking around. We bought some things. I bought some honey, and I don't remember what my sister bought. Maybe some honey butter or something. I don't know. But we had a good time, and then we had dinner at a empty restaurant. We were the only ones in there. So we had a quick dinner, and then we decided to go down to the Airbnb, and we just spent the rest of the afternoon and evening just hanging out in this really cool Airbnb. It was a dome house. It was really fun. I want to live in a dome house now. I mean, I know I still have my tiny house obsession, but what if I do a dome house? It's in my mind now. Like, it was so cool. I can't even explain it. It was really cool. I did film vlog footage for this trip, but I just felt weird about posting it. I don't know. It just didn't feel right, so I won't be doing that vlog. I don't think. I still have the footage and stuff, but I just don't think that it would be right. I don't know. Anyway, Tuesday morning we got up kind of early-ish because I woke up in the morning and I had this like pit in my stomach. I was supposed to stay until Wednesday, but Dallas started just shutting down. So I just had this like feeling, you know, you should go with your gut. So my gut was telling me to go home. So I ended up driving home on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. And I had to drop my sister off, obviously. So we stopped at the Czech stop, which is this, it's like a gas station, but it also has delicious Czech food. They specialize in like kolaches and all kinds of stuff like that. So we stopped at the Czech stop. I've been there a couple times now, and it's delicious. And we got some kolaches and some pastries, and we ate them on the way back to Dallas, which is only about 2 hours from Waco. So I'm just pulling in a little thing to mark our drive to Dallas, since it was kind of separate from my other drive, which you'll see in a minute. So I'm just pulling in a this light green one. I'm going to switch that out in just a second for a different one. And I'm also going to pull in another Once More with Love car. I just didn't like the light green on light green, so I pulled in a darker green one. By the way, the emoji on the Czech stop is from Coffee Monsters Co. And then on Tuesday, I have like Fox and Pip there with that girl, and then some Pumpkin Paper Co. toward the bottom. Okay, so I marked our drive back to Dallas, which we created a quarantine playlist, which I have since added to and sent to all my friends. If you want the link, I can definitely give you the link to the playlist if you are interested. It's just fun, and it gave us something to do, keep our minds off of things. So then I said goodbye to my nephew and my sister and my brother-in-law. I don't know when we're going to see each other again, so it felt very strange leaving. And actually my nephew, he's been kind of nonverbal, and he is starting to say some words and stuff, and he wouldn't say bye to me, and it like made me tear up because he wanted me to stay, and he like held his arms out to me to like hold him, and it was just the sweetest thing in the whole wide world. So we have vowed to FaceTime a lot more and just kind of like spend time and check in with family a lot more. So that's a positive out of this whole weird situation. Okay, so I drove home. It took me about 6 hours to get home. So lots of time in the car that day. And then I just unpacked when I got home and just kind of relaxed and got my head on straight. And then the next day I got up super early. I got up at 5, which is weird. Usually I don't do that when I have like days off and stuff. But I felt like I needed to go to the grocery store. And so continuing with this like go with your gut theme, I went to the store at 6 in the morning when it opened because their hours are weird now. And so I went to Walmart and got everything that I could. I totally had to like adapt my list and everything. Then I went to United, which is a supermarket here, and bought some booze for happy hours that we're going to have on Zoom. And then I also went to Walgreens that day just to pick up a couple more things that I thought they would have. I did not get everything on my list, but I did get almost everything, which was a victory, I think, for the times. Okay, and then below that full box, I just put in a long checklist of a bunch of things that I wanted to get done this day. And most of it was just like tidying up the house, getting laundry done, running all my errands, just kind of like getting some stuff done. Filming, catching up, finishing unpacking, all that. Okay, and then on Thursday, so this is the forward planning that I was doing. So I put in a couple more full boxes. And then I went ahead and started just putting in some boxes and different things for this part of the week, because I was very unsure about what I needed to do or could do, all of that. So this part of the week is going to be kind of vague, but it will fill in as the week goes on, and you'll see the finished spread at the end. So I started on Thursday with marking, just tidying up. So on Thursday, I had a cleaning service come, and I had saved up money for this, and I used part of my tax return, well, all of my very small tax return, on paying for getting a deep cleaning done. And I thought about canceling, but I didn't want to do that to them because I know everyone's struggling right now. So I ended up just like letting them in my house, and then I went for a hike at the canyon because, again, I don't know when they're going to start shutting stuff down. The park ranger did tell me that they will eventually shut. They just don't know when. So they're going to be limiting the amount of people allowed into the park. So I don't know. I'm going to try to go again one time next week. She said I have to make a reservation now because they are counting everyone that's coming in. But I don't know. I feel very insecure about the whole situation, but I'm trying to keep it together and trying to find my new normal, whatever that is. So I think next week I'm going to try to create more of a strict routine with my days. And we are like planning lessons for kids and stuff like that. So I think next week will be a little better than this week. So I'm just filling in with some checklists and some boxes and things like that. And then I'll fill the rest in later. All of this moved around too, like all of the checklists and stuff, but they're there for now. I didn't end up using all of them, so. And then lastly, I'm going to put in some more overlays. So I'm going to open the spread up and just add a couple more. I didn't put one on every single box. I didn't feel the need to, but I did want to add a couple more. And then, like I said, I'll save the rest of these for the other spread, which is going to be in my memory planner for this week. So I'm just putting those in, and then I'm going to run my ruler over them just like I did with the bottom washi and stuff like that, just to make them adhere a little better and make them clear so you can see them. Just be really gentle when you do that so you don't mess up the foil. And then I forgot that I had this Fox and Pip girl with her little shamrock, what's it called? Headband. So I added that over to the sidebar and just colored in that little Once More with Love car. So here is what I have so far. So this part of the week is fully done. The rest of the week is very open and vague because I don't know what's happening. So when I do, I will fill this in more, and I'll definitely come back in a second and show you what I have probably on Saturday or Sunday, so you can see kind of the finished spread. But this is where we're at right now. This looks really cute. I left off foil boxes, like overlays, on the girl boxes because it looked weird. Like all of them, they just didn't fit. So I think it looks fine without them. I think this is beautiful and fun, and I'm really excited to see how this turns out. So I'll be back in a second to show you the finished spread. So here's how the week turned out, which is really cute. I love all of the foil kind of touches, and it's just really fun artwork, and I really enjoyed this spread a lot. Let me show you what I have left in the kit. So I used a bunch of the boxes, used all the checklists, which I never do. I have a little bit left on that. So I've got these foiled pieces that I'm going to leave for a spread in my memory planner. I've got a couple labels there. I used all the full box. Oh, there's one checklist I didn't use. And then I've got a little bit left on this page and the date covers. So her mini kit format is just really, really good. This week was kind of a roller coaster, but I feel like I'm settling into life at home, I guess. Next week is going to look a little bit different. I kind of prefaced that when I planned out this spread, but I will be doing kind of a plan as I go style for next week's Plan With Me. I decided since I have the time, might as well. But this week ended up being all right. I'm really grateful for the time I had with family, and then this half of the week was just like, this was a stressful day having to like go out and stuff. This day I had to run a couple of errands, but it was like not crazy at all. Michael's was open to do curbside pickup, so I did order some stuff, and then I ran in to grab 2 things that I wanted that wasn't available for the curbside pickup, but I got in and out really quickly. And still, like, the store, I was really like grateful, I guess, for how they were running things. Like, everyone was completely spaced out, and I was in and out in under 4 minutes, which was crazy. That's never happened at Michael's before. And it was really nice to get out to the canyon, although I don't know when I'm going to get out again. They said I could make online reservations, but they're going to be limiting the amount of people that go. But the hike was good. There were other people on the trails, but we all, like, we were practicing our social distancing and all of that, and still waving and saying hello and all of that. So that felt really good. And then having a clean house was really nice. I didn't even talk to them for very long. I just let them in and then left for my hike. And I came home to a nice clean house that was all sanitized, and that was really nice. So I am starting some morning yoga just to get my headspace right before the day. I think that's going to be a really good thing for me. But from here on out, I don't think that I'm going to be going out at all, besides maybe groceries. But I think I'm set for a while. So this whole week, I don't really expect to go out except for maybe like a drive or something if I get really like high cabin fever. But I'm pretty set on all my errands. I got all of that done this week. So yeah, I really like this week and how it turned out. Created a daily routine that I'm going to be starting next week, and I'm going to get out in my yard today, and I finished my dresser already this morning, so I will be doing some organizing. And by the way, here is my little plan for my day. This is very loose on the times. I will adjust as needed, but this is kind of my routine, which you will see next week, and I'll be kind of following this format. So anyway, this ended up being a great week despite the ups and downs, but I hope that you enjoyed this plan with me, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel. And if you have any ideas for me for videos, I definitely want to do a new setup in my EC folio and a couple other things, but if you have some ideas for me that don't require me going out for them, let me know down below. But yeah, y'all stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!